Today on United News, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Manchester United's target striker in the summer transfer window, and here's Sir Jim Ratcliffe's response to Ruben Amorim's future after Manchester United defeat. Stay tuned to find out, and we've got some exciting football news for you. So stick around until the end to catch all the latest updates. Welcome to United News. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more update. Manchester United want to sign a goal-hungry striker. Manchester United have reportedly deployed scouts to monitor Victor Osimhen's performances for Galatasaray, as they look to reinforce their squad ahead of the summer transfer window. The club's hierarchy is determined to avoid a repeat of this season's disappointing campaign, with strengthening the attacking department seen as a top priority. United's lack of a prolific goalscorer has been a major issue, and Osumhen has emerged as a potential solution to their struggles in front of goal. Under Ruben Amorim's management, Manchester United have struggled for consistency in attack, managing to score just 28 goals so far this season. This tally makes them the fifth lowest scoring team in the Premier League, a statistic that highlights their attacking inefficiencies. Without a reliable centre-forward to lead the line, United have often lacked a cutting edge in the final third. The club's recruitment team is now focused on addressing this problem by identifying a proven goalscorer who can make an immediate impact. Victor Osumhen has enjoyed an impressive season, netting 19 goals in 24 competitive appearances for Galatasaray, including 14 in 18 domestic league matches. His ability to find the back of the net with regularity has made him one of the most sought-after strikers in Europe. United scouts have reportedly been monitoring his progress closely, with the club viewing him as a player capable of transforming their attacking fortunes. His combination of pace, power, and clinical finishing makes him an ideal candidate to lead the line at Old Trafford. However, securing Osumhen's signature will not be straightforward, as Manchester United are likely to face stiff competition for his services. Napoli, his parent club, are expected to seek a permanent transfer for the Nigerian international once his loan spell at Galatasaray concludes. Given his outstanding form, several other European heavyweights are also expected to express their interest, potentially driving up his transfer fee. United's ability to strike a deal will depend on their financial flexibility and their ability to convince Osumhen that a move to Old Trafford is the best next step in his career. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's response to Ruben Amorim's future. Manchester United have suffered yet another defeat, this time falling to Tottenham Hotspur by a narrow 1-0 margin. The result adds to what has already been a frustrating and disappointing season for the Red Devils, leaving fans and pundits questioning the direction of the team under manager Ruben Amorim. With United struggling to find consistency, Amorim's position as head coach has once again come under intense scrutiny. Following the latest loss, speculation has intensified regarding Amorim's future at Old Trafford. Reports have emerged suggesting that the Portuguese manager could soon face the sack, as the club continues to endure a string of poor performances and underwhelming results. Given the high expectations at Manchester United, pressure is mounting on both the coaching staff and players to turn things around before the situation worsens. Despite the growing calls for Amorim's dismissal, club co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has made it clear that he is not rushing into a decision regarding the manager's future. While acknowledging the team's struggles, Ratcliffe remains cautious about making any drastic changes at this stage of the season. He believes that immediate action could do more harm than good, and instead, he prefers to take a more measured approach in evaluating the current situation. Ratcliffe has openly shared his perspective on why he is reluctant to dismiss Amorim, despite United enduring one of their worst seasons in Premier League history. As one of the new owners of the club, he recognizes that Manchester United have been in a state of disarray since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson. In his view, the club has lost its sense of direction over the past decade, and frequent managerial changes have only added to the instability. For this reason, Ratcliffe wants to avoid making a rash decision that could further unsettle the squad. He believes that giving Amorim more time could be beneficial, allowing the manager to implement his vision and work towards rebuilding the team. Stability, he argues, is crucial if United are to regain their former dominance, and constant managerial upheaval is unlikely to yield the long-term success that the club desires. However, It has been reported that several influential figures within the club are urging Ratcliffe to take immediate action and relieve Amorim of his duties. The growing pressure from inside the club is primarily due to the concerning run of defeats, which has seen United slip further down the league table. Some believe that replacing Amorim now could be the only way to salvage the remainder of the season. While Ratcliffe remains hesitant, he has admitted that he will closely monitor the team's performances in the coming weeks before making any final decision. He is aware that patience has its limits and understands that if results do not improve soon, his hands may be forced. If United continue to suffer defeats, the club's leadership may have no choice but to take drastic measures to prevent further decline. Ultimately, if Manchester United's poor form persists, Ratcliffe and the board could be left with no alternative but to part ways with Amorim. The club cannot afford to slip into an even more perilous situation, and avoiding relegation from the Premier League must become the immediate priority. While the ownership remains committed to long-term planning, they are also acutely aware that short-term survival is now at stake. Man United start targeting tough defender. Manchester United have received a significant boost in their pursuit of centre-back Dean Huijsen, as reports suggest the defender has agreed to join the club. Strengthening the defensive line has been one of Ruben Amorim's key priorities for the summer transfer window, and Huijsen has emerged as a primary target. However, despite the player's reported willingness to make the move, United will have to meet a substantial release clause to secure his services. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United could complete the signing of Huijsen from Bournemouth this summer. The Dutch defender, who only joined Bournemouth less than a year ago, is attracting significant interest, and United see him as an ideal candidate to reinforce their backline. However, the club will need to be prepared to make a significant financial investment if they are to finalize the deal. A crucial factor in this potential transfer is the release clause in Huijsen's contract with Bournemouth, which allows him to leave the club despite his relatively short spell on the south coast. This contractual provision presents an opportunity for United to swoop in and secure his signature without having to engage in prolonged negotiations with Bournemouth. If Manchester United are willing to activate the release clause and meet the financial demands of the deal, Huijsen is expected to make the switch to Old Trafford this summer. His arrival would provide much-needed reinforcement to United's defensive ranks, as Amorim continues his efforts to reshape the squad ahead of the new season. What do you think, United fans? Would Dean Huijsen be the defensive reinforcement Manchester United desperately need, or should the club explore other options?